Personally, I'd rather go to university in a big city. As for me, doing my own cooking is much more enjoyable because I can save money and I can make my food just the way I like it. I like to ride my bicycle when I have some free time because it helps me to relax. Since it is summer in New Zealand now, I would like to go on vacation there. That's because parents need to make all of the decisions about their children until they grow up. One reason I like motorcycles is that they give me the freedom to go where I want. The reason I like motorcycles is that they give me the freedom to go where I want, to go where I want. Also, he taught me many things that I use all the time. Moreover, he taught me many things that I use all the time. Secondly, he taught me things that I use all the time. Additionally, there are lots of resources close by. In addition, there are lots of resources close by. Another reason is that there are lots of resources close by. Exercise 1. Reading the sentence fluently and then subject use the suggest expression A and B and speak it again. In my opinion, television has destroyed communication between friends and family. One reason is that TV actually brings family and friends together. They can discuss the current events they see on TV or talk about their favorite shows. Also, educational shows can help parents educate their children. I think television hasn't destroyed communication between friends and family because TV actually brings family and friends together. They can discuss the current events they see on TV or talk about their favorite show. Another reason is that educational shows can help parents educate their children. And number B, as far as I'm concerned, hasn't as far as I'm concerned, television hasn't destroyed communication between friends and family. That's because TV actually brings family and friends together. They can discuss they can discuss the current events they see on the TV or talk about their favorite shows. In addition, educational shows can help parents educate their children. Okay, and then speaking again, I think television hasn't. I think television hasn't destroyed communication between friends and family because TV actually brings family and friends together. They can discuss the they can discuss the current events. They can discuss the current events they see on the TV or they see on they see on TV or talk about their favorite show. Another reason is that educational shows can help parents educate their children. Number two, I guess my favorite place is the public library near my house because it's quiet and peaceful. I can feel an atmosphere of calmness in this big city I live in, and I love it. Moreover, I can read many books. After that, it's good to it's good to take a refreshing walk in the park just outside the library. I'd have to say that my favorite place is a public library near my house. One reason is that it's quiet and peaceful. I can feel an atmosphere of calmness in this big city I live in, and I love it. In addition, I can read many books. After that, it's good to take a refreshing walk in the park just outside the library. As for me, my favorite place is the public library near my house. And since it's quiet and peaceful, I can feel an atmosphere of calmness in this big city. I live in and I love it. And moreover, I can read many books. After that, it's good to take a refreshing walk in the park just outside the library. I'd have to say that my favorite place is the public library near my house. One reason is that I can feel one reason is that it's quiet and peaceful. I can feel an atmosphere in calmness. I can feel an atmosphere of calmness. I can feel an atmosphere of calmness in this big city. I live in the big city I live in, and I love it. I can feel an atmosphere of calmness I live in, and I love it. Additionally, I can read many books. After that, it's good to take a walk. It's good to take a refreshing walk in the park just outside the library. Number three, it seems to me that the most important decision I have made in my life was deciding my major in university. Since I thought it wouldn't make much money as an artist, I gave up being a painter, which I think now was the right decision. Moreover, choosing my major has a big effect on my future, since it affects the kind of job I can get once I graduate. From my perspective, the most important decision I have made in my life was deciding my major in university. That's because I thought I wouldn't have much money. I wouldn't make much money as an artist. As an artist, I gave up being a painter, which I think now was the right decision. Secondly, choosing my major have a big effect on my future, since it affects the kind of jobs I can get on I can get once I graduate. Personally, the most important decision I have made in my life was deciding my major in university. Because I thought I wouldn't make much money as an artist, I gave up being a painter, which I think now was the right decision. Also, choosing my major has a big effect on my future. Choosing my major has a big effect on my future, since it affects the kind of jobs I can get once I graduate. It seems to me that the most important decision I have made in my I have made in my life was deciding my major in university. That's because I thought I wouldn't make much money as an artist. I gave up being a painter, which I think now was the right decision. Also, choosing my major has a big effect on my future, since it affects since it affects the kind of jobs I can get once I graduate. And exercise 3, then based on the given questions and answers, and suggest your own own opinion, and say the reason that you can pop up. Example: the best way to relax. Take a long hot bath. In my opinion, the best way to relax is to take a long hot bath because the massaging water releases the tension in your muscles and help you relieve stress. The best way to spend a vacation is travel. I believe the best way to spend a vacation is travel around the world. This because we can spend vacation we cannot travel without the time that we can have thanks to the vacation. So I believe the best way to spend a vacation is travel. That's because travel that's because on traveling only can occur in your free time, and then in free and long time only used in your free and long time. The quality of a good friend is understanding a good communicator. From my perspective, the qualities of a good friend is understanding and a good communicator are understanding and a good communicator because without the characteristics we don't need the friends because we can meet acquaintance. One quality of a good teacher is enthusiastic. In my opinion, a teacher should enthusiastic when they want to be a good teacher. One reason is that there are lots of lectures and guideline in YouTube, so teachers should have enthusiasm because students who are not interested in studies must be gave care. They must be take care of the students who are not interested in study. One necessary quality of a daughter or a son was have respect. As for me, one necessary quality of a daughter or a son have respect. That's because for parents, respectful minds is make them more lively. And then it's time, and this time I check up the solution of it because I'm not sure what to say this time. Exercise 2. Okay. The question is the best way to spend a vacation, and answer is travel. I believe the best way to spend a vacation is to travel. I believe travel is the best way to spend a vacation. That's because I can learn about different culture or relax on tropical beach. Because I can learn different culture because I can learn different culture and relax on. I can learn different cultures or relax on tropical beaches. From my perspective, being understanding and a good communicator are the qualities of a good friend because I feel better. From my perspective, being being understanding and a good being being understanding and a good communicator are the qualities of a good friends because because I feel better whenever my friends listen to me because I feel better whenever my friends listen to me even though he or she can't help me even though he or she can't help me. Just listen to the problem. Just listen to the problems I'm going through. Just listen to the problems I'm going through is a great help in the stuff. From my perspective, being understanding and a good communicator are the qualities of a good friend, because because I feel better whenever my friends listen to me, even though he or she can't help me. Just listen to the problems I am going through is good help is a great help in itself. Just listen to the just listening to the problem I am going through is a great help in itself. Is a great help in itself. In my opinion, a teacher should be enthusiastic. One of the reasons is that students are motivated to learn when teachers are passionate and enthusiastic about the subject they teach. In my opinion, a student should be enthusiastic. One reason is that when teachers, when reason is that students are motivated. Students are motivated to learn when teachers are enthusiastic and passionate about the subject they teach. One reason is that students are motivated to learn when teachers are passionate and enthusiastic about their subject they teach. About the subject they teach. In my opinion, a teacher should be enthusiastic. In my opinion, the teacher should be enthusiastic. One reason is that one reason is that students have motivate. Students are one reason is that students are motivated to learn. Students are motivated to learn when teachers are passionate and enthusiastic about the subject they teach. As for me, one necessary quality of a daughter or son is having respect. As for me, one necessary quality of a daughter or son is having respect. As for me, one necessary quality of a daughter and son is having respect. That's because our parents have secret a lot of reason. That's because our parents have secret. That's because our parents have secret. That's because our parents have secret a lot to reason. That's because our parents have secret a lot to raise up. Furthermore, it helps them too. That's because our parents have secret a lot to raise up. Furthermore, it helps them to. Furthermore, it helps them to have respect for other people in society. Furthermore, it helps them to. It helps them to have respect. It helps them to have respect for. It helps them to have respect for other people in society. Other people in society.